Elise told herself she could ignore him. She had survived high school crushes, dismissive professors, even the chaos of Manila traffic. What was one annoying boardmate compared to that? But Lance had other plans. It started small. Her toothbrush mysteriously moved an inch or two every morning. She thought she was imagining it until she caught him smirking in the mirror one day. "You're too easy to mess with," he said, brushing his teeth right next to her, shoulders nearly touching. "You frown first, think later. Or maybe you're just childish," she shot back, rinsing her mouth a little harder than necessary. "Maybe," he admitted. Then his eyes dipped briefly, deliberately, to the collar of her shirt before meeting hers again. "But it's fun when you react like that." Elise nearly dropped her cup. By the end of her first week, she had also learned that Lance had no sense of boundaries when it came to noise. He stayed up late with his guitar, sometimes humming tunes that drifted straight through the thin wall into her room. One night, desperate for sleep before her early class, Elise stormed out. "Can you please keep it down?" she snapped. Lance was sprawled across the couch, guitar balanced on his chest, wearing nothing but gray sweatpants. He didn't even flinch at her tone. Instead, he looked her up and down, her messy bun, her rumpled pajamas, her scowl, and grinned. "You look cute when you're mad." She wanted to scream. Instead, she marched over, plucked the guitar out of his hands, and set it aside. "I have an 8 a.m. class." He leaned back, completely unbothered, arms behind his head. "So do I, but see, I'm not stressing." "That's because you probably don't care about passing." He chuckled, low and amused. "You'd be surprised what I'm good at." The way he said it, smooth, suggestive, made her cheeks warm in ways she didn't want to acknowledge. Elise turned on her heel and escaped back to her room. But the damage was done. She couldn't sleep, not because of his guitar this time, but because of the echo of his voice in her head. The following weekend, things escalated. Elise had just finished her shower when she realized too late that she'd forgotten her towel. The house was quiet, or so she thought. She peeked into the hallway, convinced she could make a mad dash to her room, and then she heard it, a cough. Lance leaning casually against the wall, holding her towel. Looking for this? Her heart nearly stopped. She yanked the shower door shut, face flaming. "You give it back," he chuckled, clearly enjoying himself. "Relax, I didn't peek. I heard the water running and figured you'd forget. You look like the type." "Lance, say please." Her jaw dropped. "Are you serious?" "Completely." His tone was playful, but his eyes sparkled with mischief. "I'll hand it over, but only if you ask nicely." For a moment, Elise considered strangling him, but standing there dripping wet behind the door, she had no choice. "Fine," she hissed. "Please." He grinned like he'd won the lottery, slid the towel through the small gap, and walked away whistling. Elise pressed the towel to her face, groaning. What kind of karma did I collect in my past life to deserve a boardmate like him? But later that night, when she lay in bed replaying the scene in her head, she realized something dangerous. Her pulse had raced not only from embarrassment, but from something else she wasn't ready to name. By the second week, their encounters felt less like accidents and more like a game. He left teasing notes on her textbooks. "Don't study too hard. I like you when you smile." She stole his cereal in retaliation. He retaliated by hiding her slippers. Their little war of pranks and playful tension turned the boarding house into something like a battlefield. But under the bickering, there was an undeniable pull. Every time their shoulders brushed in the narrow kitchen, every time his laugh rang out too close, Elise's heart betrayed her with its quickened beat. She knew she should be careful. She knew this was reckless. And yet, deep down, a part of her wanted to see just how crazy things could get.